Hey, what's up, everyone? DREAGEN back again with another edition of the Fantasy Commentary. Today we are watching Fire and Ice. Now, when you see the 20th Century Fox logo on your screen, that is your cue to start listening to us. We're going to kick things off in 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to an edition of the Fantasy Commentary. Today we are watching Fire and Ice because some people like it hot.
Some like it hot.
I don't think we can sing that. We'll get
Blah, blah.
plop. Yeah, that's always the thing. Whenever we don't know the words, we start singing, then we just replace the words with plop. So it's like some like it hot, plop, plop, plop. When the plop, plop, plop,
Plop, plop.
plop, 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 plop.
That's just the whole commentary.
And that was about the point. Everyone stopped listening to its commentary. Good night, folks. So yes, this is Fire and Ice. It is an animated film, really well done animated film. It's kind of done in the Frank Rosetta style kind of art, who's kind of known for doing a lot of like the classic Conan the Barbarian artwork. And in fact, the screenplay was written by Gary Conway and Roy Thomas, who both worked on actually the Conan stories for Marvel Comics. So, and this, like I said, this movie looks really, really good. And a big part of that is that all the background painting was done by artist James Gurney, who writer and illustrator of the Dinotopia book series, probably the biggest influences on me as a writer and one of my all-time favorite book series of all time. And I didn't know this about this movie until we were kind of going into it.
One of your favorite Oh, I messed up that joke. Never mind.
What?
That's
Oh,
done.
wow. I'm sorry.
I was making...
I know you guys can only hear us, but I'm pretty
You
sure
can't see my
you could
shade.
see the fireball actually just crashed and burned on that
Yeah.
joke. You just visualize it in
I
your
threw
phone.
myself on it. Listen, folks. That's what you got.
This is what you get, folks, all right?
I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck you on from us. High quality entertainment, fuck you.
Came to the wrong place.
But yeah, so this film looks and again, it's I'm pretty sure all the animation is rotoscoped, which we talked a little bit about that when we did the Lord of the Rings commentary, the animated Lord of the Rings, where when they weren't doing the weird live action bits
Yeah.
thrown in, the actual animation stuff was rotoscoped, meaning they kind of draw over an actual actor doing it was kind of like motion capture before motion capture.
Like they did that in a lot of old Disney films.
Yeah, Don Bluth did some of that a little bit. Yeah, it's essentially it's 2D animation, motion capture or performance capture to kind of capture a more realistic, organic movement.
God, we get it, Ralph. You did a lot on this movie.
God, Ralph. But yeah, so this is kind of like your very classic swords and sorcery, where all the dudes are just in loincloths, big
is the whole
muscles. Huh?
So this is the whole movie.
Yeah, it's just like this, wow. And all the women are just muscular, curvy, buxom women, and basically nobody wears clothes. Necron. I love this is like what storyboard art basically we're looking at. Yeah, this film had to cut some, limited budget, so we had to kind of work with it. The prologue is all just done with concept art. But again, look at this stuff is beautiful. Like it's fucking gorgeous. Like, see, I know some people might say like Frank Rosetta stuff might look sexist, but to be fair, the dudes are wearing just as little clothing as the girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this movie, it's animated so well. And this movie's older than even I am. Like, what was going on below the camera? But it just blows my mind because I'll see like some like 3D animated movies like of today.
Dude,
And-
wake up.
I think he's Is this like all a metaphor for like the wet dream he's having right now?
I think so. I just think of the He-Man like music video. What's going on?
Well, see, the funny thing is, you look at this, and it's kind of drawn in that style because the
Yeah.
He-Man animated series wouldn't have happened too long after this. But you see the difference between when you have a budget to rotoscope versus what the animation would look like.
They must be chilly.
Oh, you made me drop that. See, look how fluid that is. And then again, we'll watch some stuff that's digitally animated today, and the movement is very rigid and jerky. And I've always said like, again, it's like anything else. No matter what technology you're using, if you don't have the budget to do it right, it doesn't look
Jesus
good.
Christ.
Yeah, seriously, this guy like whatever
Is
he's.
he the one making the ice head?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, he's moaning. It's just.
I mean, that's what my face looks like.
Oh.
Look, this all just seems very allegorical for something else right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all thinking it, right? Like, we're all seeing what we're seeing.
And I just in my pants. Just my pants.
Like, this is...
Oh.
This is what happens when dark wizards have, like, really good orgasms. Just empires fall. Ice ages arise. Ugh.
Yikes.
To be fair, though, the look on his face after that dismount tells me he's had better.
So is this like a prequel to Game of Thrones because of the wall, you know? The wall. The ice. Okay.
No, because something's actually happening. This is Game of Thrones. They'd be like 8 of these movies before anything happens. Like how he just kind of like dickishly kicked that one guy's like, fuck you.
Ooh, that booty. You could have had a nice butt cushion.
What?
That guy.
That was your takeaway from this?
Yes. He had a very well drawn.
Opportunity missed. He could have had a great butt cushion. I mean, I know that's what we were all thinking.
Look at his outfit. He's like, I'm too sexy for my shirt. I guess all my jokes are going to be music, song based tonight, I guess.
Well, to be fair, this whole movie literally, it looks like something out of like a heavy metal magazine, and literally just looks like every fucking 80s power metal band ever. This whole movie looks like it should be the soundtrack. The soundtrack to this movie looks like it needs to be like a Dio album, or like a Rainbow album. Oh, God, Mom. God, Mom, would it kill you to wear a bra? Jeez. Yeah, again, look at it. Like it. Like I said, I mean, it captures. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the movie or we're talking about. Oh, Jesus. But we have done commentaries for them, and there's a third one out that we still have to do a commentary for. So if you guys follow this channel, you probably know what we're talking about. Well, okay, whatever. I'll put it. I'm not trying to put on blep. Okay, you look at like for instance the new animated trilogy of Godzilla films. It's all digitally animated, and one of the things we've said about the animation of that is it's very rigid, and we're saying, but it's for even though it's digital, the movement seems very just like.
Wow.
Whereas this movie, there's no digital effects. It's older than me. It's all 2D animation. And yet, look how organic all this is. By using, drawing over existing actors, you're able to capture something that feels more real than people using, animation techniques that are way more sophisticated than this. And yet, those characters feel less alive than these characters here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've always said, it doesn't really matter what technology you're using when it comes to animation. It's how well you're using it. You could have the most sophisticated animation tools, but if you're kind of only using them at a third of what they're capable of, it's not going to look as good as when you use a more primitive style, but you're doing that style 100%. Like, this is clearly more... I know his face, like, derp. But you know what I mean? Like, look at this. This is way more primitive than, like, in terms of animation, what they're doing now. Yet it looks better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing those backgrounds of, like, done by James Gurney. And you can clearly see it. Look at that painterly quality. Oh.
Wow. Oh, he's got a little braid. Oh, jeez.
I'm not compensating at all. He's just taking his time. He's like, yeah, fuck this guy. So, what I'm kind of gathering here, because it's very interesting, because they're saying, like, end of the Ice Age, so I'm assuming this is, like, probably the Neanderthals. Mm-hmm. And that's, and again, like, I like how a lot of the Conan comics, like, all that stuff, how ancient it actually is. Because usually when people think of like high fantasy, they think of more like a medieval, dark age. I love how this is like prehistoric. Like I've always said, Conan is essentially. I mean, I know this isn't Conan, but this would be taking place around the same time as Conan.
That running.
I know, but Conan is essentially one step above a caveman. He's one step removed from just being a legit caveman. That's how old this is. Oh, jeez. Little Thor action here.
The fact that in some of these, like when he twisted just now, you kind of saw, oh yeah, grab that booty.
I mean,
so plush.
Something for the ladies and hey, even some of the fellas out there.
That is a nice drawn ass, you know.
Well, again, but that's the thing too. I think they're building off the actor's probably anatomy.
Oh yeah. Well, I was trying to say before I got distracted by the booty. Y'all know how it is. I'm alright.
You know how we do it.
When he twisted, you kind of saw like a little bit of the definition. They actually drew like the lines for like the muscles under like, I don't even know, right here. What is that?
Your rib cage?
I guess like rib cage words.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It
But
feels.
the fact that they drew those lines, like even just now, that guy.
Well, again, I get the sense they're probably they probably hired. They didn't just draw over a random guy just for the movement. They're probably building off his existing anatomy. Because if you look at a lot of these guys,
That was funny. His band was see through.
they're not super ripped. They're not like Conan, like they're just big muscle bound. Like they look kind of like real guys that just kind of work out. Mm-hmm. So they're probably building off an actual actor's real anatomy.
There was so much junk flying around on set though for this.
I mean, I'm sure they had tidy whities on or something right here.
Know.
Although again, maybe not though, because for those booty grabs, they want them to look
Well, they probably were wearing, like, really high, thin, I don't even know, dancer thongs, whatever they're called.
I mean, again, look at these backgrounds. Yeah, it's so weird because as someone who's a big fan of James Gurney's art, which, by the way, guys, look him up. James Gurney, you'll be just blown away. But
it is odd, though.
But I love how they give, like, the painterly background, and I've always loved that. Because a lot of times in animation, sometimes the backgrounds would go by the wayside. Like, they would have, like...
You're a crazy motherfucker.
I know. They would have the keyframe animation, which would have, like, the characters in the foreground, and then sometimes the backgrounds would kind of fall by the wayside. But I love how they basically turn the backgrounds into, like, these aesthetic works of art. Mm-hmm. Like, they're playing to all the different strengths of animation, which I think is a great idea.
I showed them.
Apparently, Peter Chung, who did Eon Flux, was also a layout artist for this. Again, so a lot of people who kind of went on to be bigger deals in like animation and art, kind of worked on this. And again, I just love it. Yep, this is how girls dress. This is how we dress.
You're not suspicious at all.
I'm sure what are these guys, Mormons? No. Have you heard the good word? Not making fun of Mormons. And again, if you guys came to my door with like hoods and glowing eyes, I might be more apt to listen to what you've got to say. I love these shots are literally just to like, yeah. But to be, like, what is she doing? Look at her.
Doing?
But to be fair, look at those shots we just saw of the guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty equal. That is a nice fucking throne room right there. See, look at the guy. All the guys are wearing like the same outfits as girls. So
why are they green?
Have you heard the good word?
They're like Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Because they're green, and they got the hoods, and the hood's purple.
That's funny. Apparently,
except now he looks like weird Dijon mustard yellow here.
Apparently, Peter Chung, like, he really liked Frank Frazetta style. So while he was working on this, he was also working at Disney. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, this wasn't going to be a Disney movie.
Not with all these butts. Take that, Princess Jazz. Oh, no! I don't think that needed to be in slow-mo, but it was cool.
The whole sequences.
I'll fight you with my feather! Oh no, I dropped it. What did she think was gonna happen? Oh no, oh.
Ow.
I guess she owed some money. I stood up to make it easier for you to grab me.
Yeah, it's weird. This whole sequence is in slow motion.
Yeah. Like, it looks nice and fluid, but it was kind of unnecessary.
Ah. Kind of feel they do that just to extend the running time.
Yeah.
Our movie's like about 2 minutes too short, I know. Oh.
Yikes. Yeah, seriously. What are these?
Oh, look at that. Dad's getting it down.
Dragon hawks. That sounds exciting.
Where do they live?
In a volcano, apparently.
In hell, apparently.
Oh, man. Oh, I guess that's what they call, pterosaurs.
Apparently. Again, I love this was the end of the Ice Age. I'm like, yeah, they were extinct well before that, folks.
No, with an attitude like that. That's not the right thing. Oh my god, her titties. That would be so painful.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, that is what it would look like. I'd imagine that's all she's wearing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go, folks.
Oh, they took her flowy bits. No, she was just ready for this. She's like, I'm ready to go swimming anytime.
I'm sure they have her best interest at heart. Now she's gonna fuck with it. See, one of the things I always liked about like Frank Rosetta's artwork. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's what I like about Frank Rosetta's art. One of the things I always liked about Frank Rosetta's artwork was that the girls looked. Yes, they were meant to be sexy, but at the same time, they also were like muscular and thick. Like they weren't these scrawny. Like you see, like later movies where they make all the girls like really skinny and petite, and I'm like, a girl like that could not survive an environment like this. Like this girl looks like she does deadlifts.
You know, I do appreciate they made her a little more curvy.
Well, again, that's how he always drew all his
She's a little thick. Oh, he just couldn't wait. See.
Well, it's funny. I'm looking at a picture of the actress right now who plays her.
Yeah.
And she's in a bikini. And it's like, so I'm getting a sense that, like, yeah, they basically base all their appearances off, you know, the people playing them. So, you know, I mean, the picture I'm looking at now, the bikini is not nearly as skimpy as what she's wearing here.
Well, that, I was going to say, it looks like they made her a little curvier. Exaggerated proportions.
But it's weird because look at her. Yeah, this literally looks like the character. It's weird. So the interesting thing is that they based all the characters you're seeing in this movie off the actors actually playing. That's something. So when you were saying earlier how it was interesting how while the anatomy contorted and bend appropriately to what they were doing was because they're literally drawing over the actual actor's anatomy.
Well,
to
I figured
point.
they were.
Again, I just really like that they took the time to do that. It gives them a much more.
Ew, that's gross. What even is that? Ew.
Yeah, no, right now I'm looking at like some behind the scenes photos of the actors, and it's weird because yeah, they all look like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really cool. They took the time to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas
They are
now they would,
expensive though too though.
well, yeah, but
I'm just hanging out in this tree.
I mean nowadays what they would do like performance capture, and they would just create like a digital model, and if they wanted
Oh
it to look
yeah.
like the actor, they still could. But essentially, yeah, this was like the performance capture of the day. This is But you couldn't apply this to live action, weirdly enough. So the only way to get like perform something akin to performance capture was in 2D animation, weirdly enough.
Yeah. That's really pretty.
I know.
Ew. Why?
Spit didn't deserve to be in my mouth.
Oh, the little lizard thing.
This must have been one of James Gurney's like earliest gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first Dinotopia book came out like in '91, I think. And prior to that, he was doing stuff for like National Geographic, and
Yeah.
he did like paleo illustrations, archaeological illustrations.
See, she'd be running, holding them titties, because the way they're flopping, man, it'd be so painful.
Again, look at those backgrounds. It's so
The backgrounds. The butt grounds.
wow.
Oh, Jesus. Fighting over ladies. Since the beginning of time.
That yell.
Why don't they have belly buttons? I guess they drop sometimes.
That's how you get what you want. Ah! It's funny because it's like I don't think you would ever see something like this now.
No.
I like that guy took the time to go to like supercuts.
I was just thinking, I like that they all have matching outfits. But, I guess they would. Oh no. That's a big boy.
Wow.
He doesn't like the man flesh.
Like
I guess
bye.
he does. Ew. Ow.
Looks very pleased with himself. He's like, well,
Kinda cute.
that worked out well.
Yum. Get your snack on.
I keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying those backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I'm still kind of getting over being sick, so
How dare you?
I apologize in advance. I guess it's not in advance, but, How did he fucking...
Again, I'm curious to know, like, because they would have to like film a lot of this stuff. I'm wondering if one of the reasons why they wanted to go animation as opposed to just doing live action was also because, with live action, you're limited to the environment to a physical environment or like matte paintings, but to really put them in an environment that looks this exotic and different, it would have been much harder to achieve that in live action.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, again, really pre-digital.
My twig will help me.
You couldn't create environments like that were this removed from our world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude. That when I see vampire, like, what? It was in him. Why didn't you take it out? Take his hatchet. Don't keep your twig. God.
It's like you've never done this before.
I know. Oh. Think he's gone.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And I think it's interesting too because one of the things they've theorized too is that one of the things that drove Neanderthals to extinction was obviously Homo sapiens kind of being more advanced technologically. Kind of drove. I mean, there was some crossbreeding, but as a whole, it was like they just couldn't compete with what is considered modern man. So I think it's interesting how in this kind of fantasy world they're kind of showing too like how essentially they are subservient to human beings like Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of considered a lesser race, so they're always like in the service of.
Where did that come from?
Oh, hi. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. And I love you can see the textured quality of it. Like you can see like the brush strokes, the paint splotches. Like again, you can make your argument that it's not realistic with a background, but it's almost like
It's abstract.
It is abstract, but you gain
Right.
a visual quality from like the artistic nature of it.
Yeah.
Looks like that one's laughing. This motherfucker. Seriously, this guy has like turtle mouth. He has no lips.
Maybe he's just always got pursed lips. Or always grimacing. Wait, what?
Is that his battle cry?
I thought that was like her coming out of nowhere or something because it kind of sounded feminine.
Ah!
It was so high pitched. Maybe he was trying to do sonic waves at them.
I kind of wonder if these actors were like, "Oh, what? We're gonna play animated characters? Oh yeah, this is great. I'll just be in a booth, wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
Come find out. Nope, you're gonna be in a loincloth. We're gonna have you running around." Like, oh. Is that him making that noise?
I don't know.
You sound like wood creaking. He kind of looks like Dar from Beastmaster.
Mm-hmm. He's got that sick ass braid.
Sick ass braid, bro. Yo, bro, who does your braid work? It's pretty sick. Sick. Yeah, I'll take credit for this. So, like our two main characters just kind of wandering around the world while everything's trying to kill them.
What's up? Catman? I think Catman's gonna be in this movie.
Catman?
Yeah, it looks like a cat mask on a man. Catman.
Catman!
Meow. I'm Catman.
I'm Catman. I just picture Michael Keaton hissing.
I'm Catman. He's over there with one leg up licking his crotch.
That's all he does.
Oh, bro, cook that shit.
Yeah, this is like good as place as any just to lie down. Then he's trying to lure whoever it is out.
It's the sexy girl.
I'm wondering, like, your lucky day. Like, wow.
What's her name? Tigra?
Tigra, yeah. Like, of all the
She's gonna
people...
lay next to this carcass. Maybe he got, like, food poisoning.
I think he's trying to, like, bait her.
Well, he totally is. It's gotta be her.
See, guys, if you ever want to pick up the ladies, what you gotta do is lie down next to, like, a pig carcass, half naked, and pretend to sleep.
What do you want? Well, look at me. It's not yours.
You did not put in on this, sweetheart.
I was trying to.
Well, she kind of did. Where are your lips?
You kind of are, sweetie. Why'd you throw it on the ground? You took like 2 bites. That's all I need for the week. Now watch me run away.
Hey, come back. Like, what's your sign?
Whoa, her booty got really big all of a sudden.
That's what eating red meat does to you.
I guess so.
Look at her, look at her. Teasing him. Weren't you like...
So we went from you're a thief, and yeah, they made her butt really big. Maybe she got stung by something.
Is that why the bridge collapsed?
I think
Structural
so.
integrity? Like
her cheeks are suddenly huge. Listen.
Well, she has been running around the jungle a lot now.
You wanted food, and now you're just going over there taking berries? She pops them. It's poison berries.
I mean, this is all like CrossFit right here, basically, what she's been doing this whole time. Look at her.
I just pictured her like... I'm so gross.
I mean, weren't you, like, kidnapped and, like, almost raped by a bunch of Neanderthals, and now you're like, yeah, I'm cool with it now, I'm just gonna...
It's the braid.
Like, this is, like, I get the sense that you're, like, the spoiled princess, and this is, like, your first time out of the castle.
This is the first boy I've ever... Oh. Scene. What the fuck is that? I guess we're friends now. Yay!
So I guess she's just, you know...
I know, I can tell.
Really? Could have fooled me. I just love how that outfit has not, like, fallen apart yet. I'm just kind of like...
I know, right? He lost his back flap, or did he not have one? I can't remember.
See, I think they're technically wearing almost the same amount of clothes.
Yeah.
Because if you look at her top and bottom and you combine them, that's about the amount of fabric that makes up his loincloth. So this was just like a walkabout for you? Like... See, this is supposed to be like a horrible thing that's happened to her, but I get the sense it's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to her. Under the sea.
And then they get eaten by that giant...
The end. Or that, or like Cthulhu.
Oh, that face got intense. She's like, oh, later, I guess. I'll see you around.
It squeezed him ugly.
Squeezed him ugly. Jesus.
Like he was a handsome looking dude, minus the not having lips part, and then I gave him a good squeeze, and he turned into the fucking Crypt Keeper for like one frame of animation. See, again, these kind of paint really back, and yes, I'm making this reference again.
Wait,
so
is that his name? Is his name Larn? Yeah, what's that?
But you can almost see the influence, too, of, like, guys like Don Bluth. Again, like, all these guys seem to came from, like, the same school of art. Like, this kind of, like psychedelic, hyper-reality kind of look to their world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Don Bluth took it...
Whoa, ragdoll.
Oh! I'm sure he's fine.
Now he's drowning slightly.
That's how he dies.
Sorry, Lauren.
Well, they're like, hope you had fun. But yeah, no, I like it when they do kind of this kind of look where it doesn't look like the real world in the sense, again, it has again like almost that psychedelic vibe. And I think that honestly is a style that really kind of came from like stuff from the 70s when these guys really were kind of coming up, and they kind of carried it over to the 80s because you don't really see it anymore.
Well, that's clearly not a very tight binding. You saw the space he had. You could squeeze out of that.
The space between.
Look at that. Look at all that space he's got. Just loop your arm out, bro.
And they conveniently left him a battle axe.
I know.
Conan, is that you? It is Catman!
Catman, I told you.
Catman!
Catman. Meow. Oh, are you gonna... Oh, why'd you tie him up then?
Well, probably when he first woke up, he didn't like freak out, even though you do have a fucking battle axe, so I'm pretty sure you would have fared okay. Honestly, it's probably just while he was sleeping.
Jeez, what an ass. He really is like a cat.
Such an ass,
Moody.
bruh. How does the eyes work?
Catman powers.
Him and his...
Careful, Lauren. He doesn't have a nose. Have a look.
See, this might be kind of a strange thing to comment on, but I actually really appreciate the fact that they're kind of talking like in more modern vernacular. Because a lot of times in high fantasy, I think there's this temptation for everyone to speak in like almost like dynamic pentameter.
Yeah.
But when you have characters who look and are a part of a world and an environment that is very different from our own, I feel it helps to kind of ground them more to the kind of way something more familiar, because that way it's like our connection point, because otherwise it almost sometimes you run the risk of being too removed from them that I just can't really relate.
Ew.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? So I kind of like the fact that they're not like, thou henceforth. They're just kind of speaking like we would speak.
Look how loose that is. Slip out of that.
Well,
Your hips ain't that
well,
wide.
this is like the Ice Age. Their technology has not advanced enough where they make tight bindings.
So it shouldn't be that hard to slip out of.
That would have been in the Bronze Age.
Just grease yourself up a little.
I mean, you look like you kind of do anyway in your personal life.
Meow.
You missed, bud.
Was that like their pea sack? And they're just, taking a big old sip of that? Was that their crunk juice?
Did you say their pea sack? Is that what you said?
Yes!
Jesus.
It was yellow! What drink would be yellow?
I don't know. Lemonade? The yellow kind of Kool-Aid?
I don't think they had that back then.
You don't know. You don't know.
Well, they didn't have tight binding, so I'm gonna guess they didn't have.
But they did have
lemonade
metallurgy, apparently.
Listen, maybe that's magic made by Juliana. Was that her name?
Then she can whip up some lemonade. I'm just saying, like, she can make change. She can make sweet lemon beverage.
Jesus, I know that guy's like curled up in a ball. It's kind of cute. Oh no! Oh no! What was he doing underneath? Move? He was doing something with this thing in there.
I mean, sometimes if it, sometimes you gotta adjust. I mean, and I'm pretty sure that's not how chains work.
Yeah.
It's a chain, not a rope. Like, I don't. Oh, that background, I love it. Oh, hey. Ah.
How is he asleep like that? Look at it's literally like hanging off of her. I'm so confused.
Well, because she's like Ice Age woman, so she's got hips.
Well, if you were careful, you could slip it up one boob at a time. Listen, I've gotten into some tight things before by accident. And you can just, work it over one, then you work it over the other. And as long as you can get it over your shoulders, you're good. Just saying.
So, ladies out there, PSA. If you ever find yourself being chained by a bunch of Neanderthals, just know.
If you got big jugs. If you don't got, big jugs,
they'll never catch you. They'll be throwing lassos, and you'll be slipping out of it. They'll be getting really frustrated, like, "Argh! She thwarted our efforts again!"
I'm kidding. He does have a nose.
Well, yeah, it's underneath the,
I don't know.
The cat.
Maybe he's disfigured. I didn't know until that frame.
We're watching this with the subtitles on.
I know, I kept noticing that. It's so terrible.
They refer to the Neanderthal as subhuman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know this is a fictional movie, and these are fictional characters.
Goddamn.
But, I mean, they weren't... I mean, Neanderthals were real. They weren't subhuman. They were just a different kind of human. That's like calling dogs subwolves. Even though I guess that's kind of accurate. But I don't know. I'm just like... I don't know. I know these are the villains, but that just seems a little harsh.
Yeah.
Subhumans. It's like, damn.
Oh, see, that PSAC was pink, so what does that mean? He's got some sort of disease?
Oh, God.
Unless he got some...
Is there some strawberry lemonade in there, maybe?
Yeah, strawberry lemonade.
Clearly, they mastered the art of lemonade early on.
I'm fan.
Wow.
Oh my god. My cackling is just becoming the rest of this. Okay.
Did you have to grab my face for that, though?
I guess.
See, the other guy must be a doc person. You see how I'll just not,
Ow.
Who wants them?
What is this music? Oh, I guess it wasn't music. Do I have a choice? Oh, meow.
To be fair, though, for a girl who's like raised in a castle, she's done pretty well for herself.
Oh gosh.
Hey.
You should have just played dead.
Damn.
That's more terrifying.
She's like a baby, like. Arr! I like how they're showing off. So, like, even though they're basically still just wearing loincloth, but because they're a more advanced species of human, I like how you can see the just the greater level of sophistication, like just their clothing. Outfit. Again, it's much simple. It's still simple clothing, but you can see that there's like more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like sewing, like
Wait, what?
Like you can see there's like a seamstress or something, like they're sewing working on, whereas the other guys are literally just like ragged flaps of just probably like tan high. They just wrap around their junk. Okay, well. I love the Xena Warrior Princess yells like doing this.
Oh my god, dude.
We have a weird Quasimodo thing going on now. Oh. Yo.
Oh, she's evil. Look at her eyes. She's like evil Ariel. Ah, ah. Dude, why can't he close his mouth?
I'm like, is he like her weird, like, inbred son or something? I'm getting a weird vibe from their relationship.
Oh, his nails creep me out.
Yes, because that's the only thing.
I kind of wish he hadn't. Oh, she got roofied. Oh no.
Oh. What did she just, like, secrete from her hair?
I don't know. I heard that too.
I was like, you got some greasy ass hair. Which I guess she's like a witch.
Yeah.
Necron!
Jesus, that face.
But a lot of people really don't like Necron.
I like how she said, get this thing out of my house. Like, thing? Damn.
Yep. Okay, why does your son look that way? Yeah, I'm getting the sense that his dad was probably I'm just saying, I get the sense that she's roommating with her brother right now. Ow.
Heroic rock throwing.
Oh, he look at that. You see that he got it with both hands. Look at them. Now they're just having like a dick measuring competition who can throw the biggest rock.
Jesus Christ, Catman.
Catman doesn't mess around. He truly is a Catman. I was gonna say none of the battle cries in this movie are like really like deep and manly. And then Catman brought it, man. He brought the A game. So. Oh.
Yeah, what did you expect, lady?
It's just amazing to me. These guys are so incompetent. They can never keep her, but they can always capture her. Like that's how they're gonna get her all the way to where they need to go. It's like they're gonna. Oh hey.
Okay. Sure.
Like she's gonna escape caught like the entire way back to where they're getting her.
Wow, that burned down fast. I guess it was a magic fire, though, so... Oh.
So is she like a necromancer, I'm assuming?
I don't know. Why did her hair turn white?
Why does she still have hair?
She really likes it, apparently.
Akata!
Guess she didn't have that much left in her.
Oh my god, that is such a James Gurney shot right there. That actually looked like Shanandara from Dinotopia. Obviously, he did this first, but I'm clearly seeing that, he kept some of these ideas in his head, because that literally looked like that.
I like how they keep binding her by her waist.
That's why she keeps getting away.
It's like those kid leashes they have that are like, on
Yeah.
the backpacks or something. Are they triplets? I guess he's clearly not a triplet, but I guess that could be. Whoa, she got a... It's an evil boat.
Despondent king. Like, all this shit is happening for a guy who just doesn't give a damn. Hey, boo.
I'm cold. Your castle's made of ice.
Ugh. Girls, icky, icky.
Looks like.
So they're like purple. Are they meant to look pale, or are they just
I
legit
don't know,
purple?
man.
Look at him. He does not want that. I don't think his mom was necessarily maybe picking up on the vibe that maybe he wasn't looking for a bride.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you're into. Whatever.
Ungrateful.
I know.
Jesus. What an ass.
That is a pretty nice mom. If your mom, like...
Wow, he's holding on for a long time. Guess nobody peed off that side of the deck. It's just that easy, folks. You saw it here first.
Yeah, I don't think he's looking for a bride, because I get the sense he's immortal. Right? Because he's like a sorcerer, right?
I don't fucking know.
Because he was able to, like, make the ice age, or, like, create plate tectonics. I get the sense that he's got the whole, like, life and death thing covered.
Ah, that's the brother.
Yeah. How are none of these people cold?
I know. Dude, isn't your arm tired? Just put it down. They don't care. Is she a Catwoman?
I guess that she's like she might be like the leader of like their people.
Know. She was just like weirdly scratching at the air. Maybe because it's magic ice, it's not cold. Because otherwise, I don't know, man.
Well, because this whole area otherwise is like kind of tropical.
Yeah.
So I get the sense that this is like just in.
He looks cold.
Okay, yeah, homeboy there looks cold.
Or maybe he's just shy about showing his body. Just let me hold on to and crawl down this ice.
I was gonna say, like, where are you getting a grip?
But now he's gonna slide. Okay. I guess it's just, you know.
Then he goes through the whole speech again.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I spit on peace. A smarmy bastard.
Mm.
Well, wait, are you asking me her
I
brother
know,
that?
right?
Right? Am I right? Sister's hot. Am I right? Oh.
Okay. Oh, he got suddenly not as attractive.
It's the worst dance troupe ever.
He's like the Loki.
Gonna do crooked hand thing.
No, twin, not. No, oh no. Oh no, he's erupting again. I guess this is what gets him off.
I guess this is why he doesn't need a bride.
I know.
He starts moving around some ice, and he's good to go for the night. He's like, yeah, I'm done for the night, guys. I'm calling it.
Jesus Christ.
So, does this happen like every time he uses his music? Or his magic?
It says magic music.
I mean,
I don't know, dude.
Again, the allegory here.
Well, you're gonna wake up the whole cavern. Well, that's handy.
So he just kind of sits around and sulks. Is that like his whole like?
I guess so.
Oh, fuck. God.
He just looks like he's wearing an oversized, like, button-up shirt.
How sassy he is. He's like, mm-mm.
Maybe you'll be my... Oh, yep. You were totally right. With that outfit, there was no denying it. Yep. Is he naked now?
I was gonna say, let's see how good is he at like hand-to-hand combat. I like the texture on his hair, the way they animate it.
Mm-hmm. Hear that like magical chime that happens when their swords touch? Not a metaphor. Seriously, though, it sounds like a weird chime.
I think it's just the soundtrack. Oh, that's cheating.
Yeah, it is.
He's got like weirdly large forearms. Have you noticed that?
Mm.
He's got like Popeye arms. He's such a bastard. He's like
Waving his sword around.
He's gonna poke someone's eye out with that thing. Oh. Oh, you bitch!
He's so scrawny.
And well, I get the sense that he doesn't really, move a lot. Now, are they standing on
Yeah.
ice? Like, how are they not just sliding everywhere?
Magic. It's magic ice, remember? He could have taken his cloak, maybe, or the shield. Wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Hey, wouldn't you be getting, like, hypothermia in here?
It's magic ice. It's magic ice that's warm. You can grip it. You just, open it. Are you? I'm so hidden right here. Oh.
Ow. That's a good lighting effect they did.
Mm-hmm.
The way they incorporated like the movement in the background, like again, it blends pretty well. Because again, a lot of times in the past, it always looked like there was sometimes too much of a separation between like the animation of the character versus the background. But they're integrated really well in this. At least think of that shot in Wolf's Rain. And then the storm just stops.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently this movie had a budget of 1.2 million.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think for back.
Catman! Meow! Wow, even his horse has like a red eye. Get clear.
But again, I think for back then, this would have been kind of really like high caliber animation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still high caliber by today's standards, if you were to think about it. Get your punk ass up. Whoa.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we see it.
I feel like you should do that anyways, but that's just me.
That's a really metal sentence he just said. I mean, no choice. I might have to release the lava. I'm like, damn.
Flying Catman.
This is awesome right here. So again, I wish they would do more stuff with animation like this, but I kind of feel now if they made it now, they would kind of, I don't know.
That guy just looks like, better go report this to the boss. Get up, fools.
That's a cool shot.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that. It's a big ass place though, if you really look at it.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to get my hands on an art book for this movie.
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh look, he's sitting again.
And his robe is back on.
So again, I'm still trying to figure out. So whatever he uses his magic or gets it like, so he's like linked. Is he like linked to the ice, or is it one of those things where when he gets angry he produces ice? Like, the guy just fell back, or like look, he jumped backwards.
Wow. If they had bows and arrows this whole time, why didn't they use them sooner?
I mean, they used them earlier.
Did they? I don't remember. Catman has hyper reflexes. Oh, but my Dragonhawk. Whoa. Okay. Good thing that was open. Wasting no time.
I kind of feel like this guy should be like the star of the movie. Like I feel like he
I
should be
know.
our lead.
Wait, Catman or Necron?
No, Catman. I mean, he kind of gets shit. Look at that. Oh my god, that is such. This whole movie. Oh god, seriously, Dio should have done the soundtrack to this movie. Like I'm watching this and I just hear Holy Diver playing in my head. Holy Diver. Like, seriously, this guy's a badass. I mean, look at him, look at him. He's like, nope, nope, nope. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy right. This guy's a champ. Damn. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, he's powering up.
I know.
He went super kitty.
Look at his face. Ha. There's a lot of slow motion in this movie.
They were like, well, what else do we do?
Yeah, you could, like, you see him say, like, it definitely has like a psychedelic like vibe to it. Oh shit! Yep, look at that, releasing the lava. Of course, it's gonna like burn out their valley, unfortunately. So like, it was kind of like Catman essentially kind of like won the day.
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling.
Well, it's interesting because like the main character, like our lead, wasn't the one who defeated the villain. It was like the largely more badass character.
It just depends.
Of course, is Catman still in there?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's like the trade off. Like he beats the bad guy, but he like goes down with the ship essentially.
Dead butt.
Again, man, she's doing CrossFit the whole movie. Hey, you okay? Oh, nope, he's all right.
Meow. I've got 9 lives. 8 now.
So really, yeah, Catman is the star of this goddamn movie.
Basically. We even saw him in the beginning, remember, on the mountain?
Well, yeah. And it's fun, if you look at the cover of this, he's the huge jack guy on top of the cliff. And these two are, like, below him. I mean, this is, like, these two are kind of supposed to represent the future.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like your classic old world barbarian, like, very, you know what I mean? That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
James Gurney, folks, like, damn. But yeah, so there you have it. Fire and Ice. Kind of a short and sweet movie. I mean, we're, both man and woman are equally naked basically throughout the
Right.
movie. But no, it was again, it was a nice, it was beautifully animated. So again, for no other reason, definitely watch it for that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.